I'm making some progress. Twisting currents. So I can't walk. Okay, so I can cross the river if the board is there. If it's shaped like that, it keeps going, but if it's shaped like this, it hooks. Which seems kind of useful. It gets me on this side. But I still need to get it through here, which means I need to stand on top of the other one. And when it hooks like that, I can't get on the other side. That creates problem. Is there some way to trick this part? The problem is I can't move until it's done moving. There's no interrupting the process with my bullshit. It hooking there seems important, but like I can't get on it. And now when I'm on it, I can't pick it up. I don't see any upside to stacking them. Maybe the other way around? Get weird with it. No. And I don't think there's any, like, magic trick I can do to push it while I'm on it. So I can't go with it. Oh, this is agony. Okay, can't pick it up. And because we only have 2 objects, so there's no situation where it'll be high enough for me to do any swinging. Burning's not part of this puzzle. Arrows are not part of this puzzle. The staircase trick is not part of this puzzle. There's something brutal about the puzzles that have just so few moving parts. That you're like, how do I have not instantly solved it? There's almost nothing here. That was unusual, right? It kept sliding because the other block was here. Bad data because I was standing there this time. But wouldn't it normally turn faster? No, it keeps going. So unless I put it down like that? Yeah, water always wins in this game. Water always wins. Doesn't matter if there's something on land in the way. That's not true though, is it? I just kind of lied. Water doesn't always win. see. It'll push a box in its way, even if I'm standing on it. But if I'm in the way, it doesn't win. That's my anchor. Shit. So I can stack you on top of here. And then I can hop on. Hey! That's what I was supposed to learn that level. So they're gonna use that mechanic again, aren't they? Because there's like... It's really open, but there's like a suggestion of order, and one of them is when there's a little step down here that kind of sections off these as being the early levels, and the other ones being later levels, so it kind of implies that they are like a tutorial for the later levels or something. That feels vaguely true. Because games, you know, puzzles tutorialize, even if they're just puzzles with no explanation of what to do, they're still technically expressing what to do. So I needed that block to get across here. These ones I'm free to drop in if I want to, but is that at all a good idea? So if I should explain this a little better before I continue. I noticed that there's two spaces and then I can walk onto the bridge from here. So maybe, let's see, current events, that's not helpful. So if I could walk onto it from here if all of the blocks were in the water. So now the question is there a way to get this bottom one in the water? Because not that I see. If I make this kind of bridge, that doesn't help nearly as much as I thought it might. Let's not stack them. If I do this, I can go like this and get across. But I don't know. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do from there. And no, that's it. If I put it the right distance, it'll stick out across the bridge, so I can use it as a bridge. Then I can grab it. Oops. Don't do that yet. Except this is flawed too, isn't it? Because I can only... I needed to be on the white side. That return trip's not all I thought it was going to be worth. Whee! That's definitely not good. So where am I going to go from there? Can I use my body to block it in some way? I don't think that's really... I don't see a spot for that kind of trick here. But yeah, like how am I gonna get the block I used as a bridge in the water? Because the one thing I'm fairly sure is I need to end on this side of the map with the two block. Because then I can turn it sideways and drop it, and then walk along the bridge I've made. Unless there's a way to make a bridge. A raft or something. But like these aren't attached to each other. I can't drop it in gun shaped and then stand in front of it. Then as it's getting pushed, walk onto it. Because these aren't attached to each other. My controller just stopped working again. Easy enough fix. So I've tried to build a bridge, but all my iterations deep into building a bridge have led to, at best, me eventually getting all 4 pieces on the river in the right orientations, which is nice, but on the wrong side of the river at that point. So, very clever of me. I worked very hard for that wrong answer. Good job, buddy. Go die now. So if I'm not gonna build a bridge, can I just ride one? Like I did this earlier and I released it. No, actually, I think I get it. I think I get it. Well, don't do that. Pro tip. Because I did dip you in the fire earlier. Be very careful now. No. So it would have to be this spot. But it also would have to be down, because it's just gonna fall under it. But if I could step onto the block, it would destroy the bridge, releasing the block, and then it would take me there. I need to bridge more. Yeah, because if I move over here, I can move that block. Then I can go back and do the same thing again without it being in the way. So now it'll be on the ground level. Move one step, drop it, and go. No whammies! Except for all the whammies. There was a lot of whammies, honestly. There was a marathon of whammies, a cavalcade of whammies, a wham-apocalypse. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. There's a particular kind of puzzle game, like a game like Myst, I kind of chill in and kind of relax in, and I kind of keep changing states of mind between exploring and talking to people and reading documents and then intuiting puzzles all on the spot sometimes. But these puzzle marathon games that are just kind of most of the times hard, and then you just get dumped right into another puzzle the moment you're done. Whew! They wear me down. I intentionally try to space these out in my schedule a bit, because if I only play this kind of puzzle game, then it's, well, the schedule's harder, because these take more of my time. Even if I don't literally record more time, they reduce how long I can record in general for a while, because I just hit my limit for the day, and I'm just kind of tired, and I'm like, well, that's today's Let's Plays. Even if it was, like, half as much as I wanted to get done. It's an experience trying to do these. Let's see. Just had to go and make it my Gerstern brand, huh? If I drop you here, is that helpful? That was way less effective than I thought it was going to be for some reason. Yeah, I know, I would have to invert the two of them in order for that to work. Well, I had to put both of them in the water to get across, right? But not necessarily like that. Like, that part seems pretty mandatory. But you could be out of the water, which allows me to grab you. And get away with a little shit. Except We're just all gonna go in the water now. But like, I'm kind of trying to plan for how I'm gonna keep it out of the water, because I need to use them. Because a problem with what I've done so far is that whenever a piece is in the water, I can't climb on it later. And unless you have a shelf, unless the water's up on a shelf and you can stand next to it, you can't grab stuff out of the water. Like right now it's under me, and there's no way to make it not under me. So anything I put in the water, I lose for good. God damn, every one of these levels lately, maybe not every single one, there was a couple that I blitzed through. A lot of these look so impossible. And I just have to learn something. That's part of why it's exhausting. But the tower... Okay, no, the tower's too tall. So if I get 2 blocks... Well, sorry, the tower is 3 tall, so if I get 2 blocks, I can get the thing off the top. So it's not impossible. I briefly thought that I had to somehow get there without letting any of them go in the water, because I'm pretty sure you can't get them back out. But no, now it's just a matter of how do I get across this bridge. And that is the part that I am less sure of. Like, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? What can I do with something like that? I don't know, might be another dead end. I mean, I'm sure as hell not gonna get across now, so... But is there a way to accomplish something like that? I don't know. Because yeah, if it hooked against the cliff, we could keep going. I suppose what's all the more confounding is that I need to be able to take that block when I get it and take it over to the left into the fire. So I need a bridge that stays there. What are all of my options for the beginning of this puzzle? I don't think there's a lot of them. Like, any version of that doesn't work. It has to be horizontal. This is the most intuitive solution. And this is the chaos mode option. But I don't think that gives me much. It's like, this seems like the way forward. And then at that point, it's like, you either walk across the top, or you put it in, which I guess you don't need to do now, especially. But like, do I push it in like this? The problem is if I do stuff like that, now what do I do? Like, I'm at here, but now they're both in the water. But how else do I stop us from just drifting forever? If I put this one on the left, we're screwed. This could catch us. But then once again, we're a different version of here, but not up there. I can commit death upon myself. That's exciting. It's a tall boy. Why is the top one different? What was that sound? I heard a little knock. Why is the top one a different color than the rest? That doesn't mean anything, does it? I don't see an arrow anywhere. I don't think it's a button. I need a way to pick them back out of the water, and I don't have it. So how do I get across the bridge? Oops. Yep. Oh, wow. Stepping there does it too, huh? Okay. I felt like I was getting somewhere, but I didn't really know why. It's BH. T-Bh. Whee! Oop. That was interesting. It froze during the respawn. Is there a version of that, but good? I felt clever for a second, but I don't know why, because it didn't go anywhere. Doesn't that rock look like a thief? It looks like a little dude, little like 2-bit dude with like a bandana over his eyes. The neck is on my side. Anyway. What do you get when your child is a brat? Something something Siamese cat. Shit. The mother and the father. Oh, now I don't have the other block, so that's a clever riff on the previous model. That'll really solve my problems. I really do think this is how you start it, because that gives me the block. What am I gonna do without the block? But then what I basically need is a way to catch the platform. Like, how do I not die at that point? How am I gonna walk it from the right side into the fire without 2 of the blocks being in the water? Like, I just... If only there was a way to slide the middle one onto the right after I have this piece. Not even that slides it. I can't even slide it like this by stacking them on top of each other, because it slides from where my feet are. Unhelpfully. God damn, okay. Oh. Have I never done that yet? Have I never had that idea yet? What? Oh, it's such a good idea. I wish I had that sooner. Alright, well. Shit. God, it's such a small change. What? Why is brain do this? I mean, most of the solutions are gonna look simple, right? But goddamn. I know that, like, they tend to look simple once you have them solved. But I've had a few now where it's like I just had to move it by 1 space. But I'm just not seeing that specific iteration. Because that allowed me to cross the bridge without putting it in the water, and then slide it to the other side. Kicking myself. This one has like a built-in trigger. Because that's a crumble stone, right? Yeah. I can sell myself down the river. Not a good to do that. No, it's not. No upsides to that. No, it pushes in the water. I counted out my spaces too. Nope, we're not going down that. That path is bad. So probably only one rock's gonna go that way, one thing's gonna go that way, and that's the one that we need to survive. Shit. How the fuck am I going to... If I ride... My original plan was to ride a second box after it, if I could. But my box is gonna knock that one off the cliff, so I won't get to use it. I won't get to grab my crate and put it in the fire. I also can't go in water unless I'm on a box. Which means I can't make a bridge to it from here either, which is what I tried to say a moment ago. How do I cross... There's no version of this where I make two different things go at the same time. I'm trying to think about what I think the title means. LAYUP. Is that the one where you like... Is that when you get a shot on the hoop in basketball and somebody else follows up on it, basically? Gave me the layup or whatever. I'm trying to think of terminology here. I don't watch much sports. I mean, never on purpose, but plenty, but a little bit on accident. Not an accident. Family engagement. My family used to watch the Kings a lot. And there was a little bit of like, yeah, you pick your favorite player and you hope they get shots or whatever. I remember as when, I know that Mike Bibby was on the team back then. I don't know if he is, or where the Kings are, or if they're even in Sacramento anymore, or whatever. I think is when you make a shot on the hoop, that's less for the purpose of making a point, and more for the purpose of getting it in the range where somebody else could catch it and follow up on it, potentially. Somebody that potentially isn't covered in players. But I don't fucking know. I would take it to mean that I'm supposed to use the second stream then to help put it in, which should make a kind of sense. Oops, because I was doing this. So the stream takes that pattern? Hello. Hey, that's some nonsense. Some of these solutions are really goofy. Sewer. I almost read it as skewer. Oh. Have I been here before? This looks familiar. I'm gonna clog your drain. Fuck you. You can't stop me. Go on without me, son. I'll be right behind. Oh. I wasn't expecting that. There's a gosh darn drain in the sewer. So I guess I can get away with this instead of other problem from before. So do I need to use you to clog the sewer? But then even then, it's not going to go in on its own. I need to be standing on it somehow? How in the gosh darn is that going to happen? I feel like we're on our way, but I don't know how to get the rest of the way there. Go! Presto! Fuck you! How do I... Please go into the water. If only I could burn it. Then I could do that trick again. How do I release myself when I'm on a floaty? Like, this would work. I'm holding it up. It'll go in the fire. How do I release myself? I don't know how to place things in the water. The only way I know how to place things in the water is to have one thing plug it. And then I can put stuff behind that. Otherwise, it just leaves immediately. It immediately goes in the water, and it doesn't even stop near the water. It goes all the way down into the drain. There's 4 spaces, so if the drain wasn't there, I could hop on. Do I need to do a version of clogging it at this stage? But I still won't be able to get on the platforms, it's too short. How do I be on the boat? How do I make that happen? I don't think I've ever successfully slid the raft around in any way. I tried really hard to come up with a solution along those lines. It feels like the kind of weird shit you would get up to in Steven's Sausage Roll or Monsters Expedition, that you might be able to move the raft around while you're on it by like pushing off of something. I think like Monster did it with the rocks, and Steven would have done it with like rotating the fork, but this specifically fucks with you compared to Steven by having this extra height thing. Because Steven was as tall, if he was Steven, he was as tall as the sausages with his fork. It was all on one plane. You went up, definitely, eventually, with some of the weird shit they pulled, but you always take up one space. This dude takes up 2, and that really fucks things up. See, I can't just drop it in because it won't. Yeah. Oh wait. It pusheth. I was there. And then I did it. Look at me go.